forward to that book. I can't really explain to you who he is. You can Google him. He's an amazing man. He wrote Debt, and he wrote Quitting America, one of his more popular books. But Randall said to me, the worst thing you can do to a people is to rob them of the memory of themselves. We can't possibly know where we're going if we don't know where we came from. We can't possibly embrace who we are. We cannot honor the shoulders upon which we stand. So, the first chapter of my book is called I Don't Even Notice Race. Now, a lot of people of color have heard folks say that to me. Matter of fact, people have offered that to me throughout my life in a way that compliment me. Joy, you know what? I don't even notice that you're black. And I'm going, that's interesting, because I do. I wake up every morning and sure enough, there's a black woman staring back at me. And I wonder about, what is it? And I'm already okay with you noticing that I'm black. So the first thing I have to acknowledge, particularly as a clinician, is number one, the statement isn't true. That's the number one thing. You're telling me an untruth, right? Because you only actually say that to people you notice.
That was Dr. Joy DeGruy, and this is Counter Shot. I'm going to talk today about Clarissa Shields versus Savannah Marshall. They'll be fighting later on, and there's a lot of controversy going on, really surrounding Clarissa Shields right now. The question that I have is, will Clarissa Shields get a fair fight? And that's a pretty good question, as far as I'm concerned, because she's fighting overseas again, and she's pretty confident, and she always is, and that's good. But things are changing, and one reason why I think this is taking place is because Clarissa Shields is very outspoken, and people take offense to that. And I'm gonna open this up with a piece of an interview that coincides with what you just heard from Dr. Joy DeGruy. By the way, this is Counter Shot, and I talk boxing and things that surround boxing in general. And I get into controversial issues sometimes, and it could end up getting hot. So for some people, it's unbearable, and you should get out now. All others stay, because in the house of truth, the aim is not to offend, but to look at things from a different perspective. And that's what we're going to do. So, listen, please, as Clarissa Shields is interviewed.
Savannah has made multiple remarks in the build-up. I mean, you both gone back at each other, but something that went viral last time on the open workout day was, she branded you an idiot, and she said that, you shouldn't be making this about race. Can I just get your response to her saying those sort of things?
What do you mean about race?
So Marshall called her an idiot and said she shouldn't be saying anything surrounding race. Fine thing, telling her what she should talk about, huh? But just listen.
What she even talking about?
That's what she said to us on Boxing Social in the workout on the first week.
I don't really care about what she's talking about. The fact is this: I'm black, and I embrace my blackness. She's white, and she can embrace her whiteness. Who gives a fuck? Honestly, it is what it is. I think it was some fans saying that I was hating on Savannah Marshall something, and I replied back, and I had said, one, why would I hate on somebody who I got more accomplishments than? And I said, she wants to be me. And what am I? Just the fact that I said, oh, she wants to be black, she wants to have 2 Olympic gold medals, she wants to have undisputed championships. It's like, so it's okay for me to list that she wants all my accomplishments, but it's not okay to say that she wants to be black. I only said that because she don't talk about my nose, talk about my hair, talk about my butt.
Hello. She talks about Clarissa's nose, hair, her derriere. Listen, nobody said anything to Marshall about that. And Marshall says what she wants to say, but there's no controversy. Same as the people that she trains under, those furies. And that's what leads me to make this short video today. Because well, Tyson Fury in particular is notoriously dirty, even by the referees and training partners, etc. And I won't get into Deontay Wilder's situation with him being done wrong in 3 straight fights, and there are those that would dispute that, but I don't care. This is about Clarissa Shields, and if anybody's ever been in the ring and been in those 8-ounce gloves and has experienced people that have loaded gloves and so on and so forth, then they should know what they've been looking at with people like Fury. Aside from the fact that he's also tested positive for, illegal substances. Um, I guess he's an okay guy, right? But then he says anything he wants to, and he gets downright disgusting, be it sexually and otherwise. But right now, the spotlight is on Clarissa Shields because she's very outspoken. She just tells the truth, and she says how she feels. But it's never okay for a black woman or a black man to do that, and she's unapologetically black. As she has just uh, stated, as you can see. Now, I believe that things are going to get hot for her based on some Canelo Alvarez statements, which I'll get into.
Which are African American features that people talk about. So when I feel like when you talk about them, you want them. So Savannah Marshall wants a big butt. Savannah Marshall wants a big nose. Savannah Marshall wants to be black. So that's what I said. But it's definitely not. It's definitely not about race. And it doesn't matter whether I'm fighting against white, Mexican, black, whoever. I'm still gonna have the same attitude. But it's the thing of me saying that she wants to be me, and then me saying the black part. Everybody got all in the, oh my God, she said black. Shut up. Canelo embraced the fact that he's Mexican. Okay. He embraced the fact that he was only cheering for Andy Ruiz against Anthony Joshua because Andy Ruiz was Mexican.
Pause. She's exactly right. And nobody says a thing. But this is what it is to be black in America. And obviously anywhere else on the planet that isn't predominantly black. So she makes good points, and they can't stand it, but things are starting to get hot. I think things are going to get very hot for Clarissa as she continues with her boxing career. I truly believe that. We'll look into it.
So what is the problem? I'm cheering for everything black, so I'm cheering for me.
Thank you.
Duh. And if anybody got a problem with that, they can, she's an idiot for embracing her blackness. Okay. It doesn't even make sense. So it's not even about race. People trying to make somebody, you don't like white people. Whoever said that? I got so many people I got white family members.
She doesn't have to justify anything. It's really none of their business. But the fact that she also embraces black males is a huge problem because in this society, everything is anti-black male. And they have made it a big, big point to pit black females against black males. And I'm only using the term black because that's what people can relate to these days. But believe me, it's far deeper than that, and who we are is much deeper than that. But let's get on.
Like what are we even talking about? Some people get to just talking. Learn the facts. I have been all around the world. I have so many friends and family who are all different shades and everything. So ain't nobody racist and nobody hate white people or Mexicans or Hispanics or whatever. I love all people. I love those that love me. So if Savannah Marshall don't love me, who cares?
There you go.
Who cares?
There
But
you
I
go.
have to defend myself and say, oh, I'm not racist. It's already proof there. And if you can go and meet any white person or
You don't
Mexican
need
who
to
I've
prove it.
met face to face, I've never mistreated anybody as far as in that category. So people don't know the definition of being racist.
She's exactly right. They don't know the definition. The ones that hold power in America, who are predominantly white, and now there's a huge Hispanic uh, onslaught is what it is. It's our people, at least. Things are going on. I think you people have looked at the news and see what the deal is. But the thing is, those people work very hard day and night to oppress. And oppression of a people, along with genocidal tendencies, is definitely a factor in racism. So she's correct. People don't know what it is, and they don't want to know. But
at the end of the day, that doesn't change anything.
Yeah.
It really doesn't. Because I can be white and still fight the same. It doesn't matter. So her saying that I made it about race, no, she just got her hurt feelings because I said she wanted big butt and she wanted big nose.
ouch.
Like mine. And she got her hurt feelings about it.
Yeah, because she
Pretty well articulated, Clarissa. We're pushed for time, so I'm just going to sort of put two.
Yeah, see, that girl, Marshall, there's some questionable things going on there. I didn't do a full study in anatomy, but she's got wickedly long arms for a female, as far as I'm concerned. And certain measures just, they're a bit suspect. But I won't get into that one.
Into one here. At the press conference, yourself and Ben Shalom sort of.
All right, so the situation there is this. Savannah Marshall brings up race and tries to use that as a means to demonize Shields. And that's what's going on right now. They're trying to demonize Shields. They're trying to make her look like they always try to make black people look, and black women, angry and aggressive and out of control and animalistic and all these things. So that was an interview where the question didn't even have to arise as to what Savannah Marshall says, because who cares? As Clarissa Shields said, although she did answer in full and she made some things very clear. Now, here's some of the things that are causing some issues. Clarissa Shields had made a statement about Canelo's not fighting the best black fighters these days. And, of course, he's made his statements about not fighting Mexican fighters. And, so there's some things going on. People are really watching Alvarez these days, and she made a statement. And some people said she came out with an apology. I haven't found it. Maybe she did. But if she did, I don't know. So the apology is an alleged apology. If you guys know and you've seen and heard with your own ears, your own eyes, great. I haven't. But I'm going to show a few tweets. Here's what she said during an interview. And, people are upset.
Hey, you gotta take on these big challenges. With Canelo being 31, he's fighting against the other young guy, Charlo. He fought against Teddy Plant, Joe Saunders. He's fought some tough guys.
He's fought Plant, Saunders. She named some other fighters and all that, but she says he's got to do more.
But okay, Canelo, you're not fighting Mexican fighters. You're not fighting black fighters.
She said you're not fighting black fighters. I couldn't understand what else she said, but here we go.
We need to get this going. So,
she said we need to get this going.
Against Andre.
She wants to see him fight Andre.
Against Carlos.
Clarissa Shields.
All right, so right here, Canelo, you're not fighting Mexicans or black fighters either. And so, they've taken that and run with it. He's the one that said it, so it shouldn't be a big deal. So yeah, that's what's up. Now, here's some, tweets, and you can see for yourself what it says. Man, listen, I know y'all Canelo cheerleaders are coming out, but save it. I said what I said. Goodbye. Brian Custer, at B Custer. I'm not sure. I don't do all the tweeting and stuff, but There's something at Clarissa Shields. It's on The Last Stand talking about the 168-pound division and Boo Boo Andre, so on and so forth. All right. Um, let's see. Clarissa says, I'll be happy when I see all the African American men who currently hold world titles. But this was a good watch. Maybe that's what people took as an apology. I don't know. That's what somebody said, but that doesn't make sense to me. Um, but at any rate, she's in support of black male fighters as well. Black male fighters, for the most part, are embracing her, and that's the way it should be. Everybody else does it, and it's great. But black people saying good things about black people seems to be a problem in this country and apparently everywhere else. At any rate, ESPN says 10 Latino men currently hold world boxing titles. ESPN is a bunch of dogs who don't even know how to make a pound for pound list and apparently do more to bury some of the best fighters um, than to bring them out. That is, if they're black. We have Ringside, after she had made the statement, comes out whatever date it was, I don't remember. I just drop a few of these things just because I have to get this stuff off my chest. If somebody sees it, they see it. If they don't, they don't. But it's good therapy, and I don't always feel good, but when I do feel pretty good, I might drop something. Anyway, in this week's update, Clarissa Shields vacates her ring belt. Okay, that's what was tweeted out by someone. Clarissa Shields apparently sends out a tweet that says, I didn't vacate nothing. What the hell y'all talking about? And so it goes from there. We have someone else who, or it's a story, apparently, the Detroit News. It's been reported that Flint boxer Clarissa Shields has been stripped of her 154-pound lightweight her light middleweight ring magazine belt. So, I guess that's the truth in the matter, is that they stripped her of the belt. I don't need this. You saw this. And so that's where we are. So she spoke out about Canelo Alvarez. I guess that was a no-no. So she's now been stripped of that belt, and people seem to be, really kind of going at her right through here for this reason and for that reason. It seems to me that she's being, they're trying to discredit her almost at this point. This is kind of how things work. They'll discredit a person, they'll demonize the person, they'll uh, anything to try to assassinate their character. There's some other ugly things that are coming out. How things that obviously we have no knowledge of whether true or not, but I'll be bringing that one out here soon. But the big question again is she going to get a fair fight? And will Savannah Marshall do something dirty, since the Fury camp is full of dirt and it's got mafia ties and everything else? Because that is the world of boxing, and Fury seems to be quite comfortable with that, and lying and paying people off and everything else. So will Savannah come in and maybe have illegal gloves like Fury did for the last? Well, he had illegal gloves for all fights, but the last fight, it was just in your face. We're gonna give Fury these gloves with no pads, and you guys are gonna like it. And unlike Floyd Mayweather, they didn't say kiss my behind and take these gloves back or it won't be no fight. Malik Scott folded like a punk and babbled like a 4-year-old incoherently while they abused him and allowed for Deontay Wilder to go in, not even with equalizers. So that's another story. The question is, what kind of dirt may be done over in the United Kingdom where Clarissa Shields is concerned? because Savannah Marshall's already going to do whatever she has to do. She's going to do whatever she can possibly do to win this fight because that's what she said. And I'll show you as much. That is what she said. Let's see.
Promoter for this fight alongside my promoter, sleep promoter, so they're working as like a team almost.
I want you to see this.
So he spoke to me after that, and everything, but it just was like shocking that he wants to be vocal. Then I had me to say, "Hey Clarissa, how you doing? So glad you came across the pond and make this fight happen," because I didn't have to be honest.
She's talking about the big head promoter from over there. Oh, I can't even think of his name right now. He gets on my nerves. I'll think of it in a minute. But Hearn. She's talking about Hearn right now. But I want you to listen to the last part of this because I'm going to show you a response to what she said.
But I think he would be a lot more nicer. Even with Peter Fury, something I want to say to that just to add.
She's going to comment on something that Peter Fury stated. And I really want you to listen as I play his response in a minute.
At the press, we said that me and Savannah Marshall were the best two at about 160, and the rest of the girls were just a load of shit. And I just want to say to him, Peter Fury, you had one professional fight when you were in the professionals, and you lost. So you were the load of shit out of all those other fighters at that time in 1998, 1988. March 17th. Let's just keep that there because women's boxing, none of the girls are low of shit. They're just levels. And I'm at the top level. Savannah Marshall was here. So let's just get that out the way.
Okay. So I think she made herself clear on that. Fury called basically all the girls that the two of them have fought. Well, you heard what she said. I'll say crap. They were all just a load of crap or some such, and she made it clear that Mr. Fury's had one fight. Peter Fury, I believe it's Peter, he's had one fight, and, he lost, and that was the only fight he ever had, was the one. So she said he was the one that was crap. He shouldn't be disrespecting the women like that. Now, I want you to listen to this. This is a grown man. Supposed to be a grown man. And I want you to listen to his response very closely, please.
So I'm not really interested in all that, but I think the point she's making, who are you to criticize, blah, blah, blah. And look, they don't know who I am, they don't know what I'm about, and I'm not interested in people trying to push anything down anybody's neck. What I'm saying is...
He's not interested in...
What the point...
What people saying, what anybody's trying to push down anybody else's neck. Interesting how they put it. They don't say throat, they say neck. Interesting.
She's trying to make, what I think she's trying to make is the following. I don't take any offence by anything. Anyway, say if you want to like me, I'm not interested. If you say anything that really offends me, then come up and say it to me directly.
Play that again.
If you say...
Listen. He said he thinks he knows what she's trying to say, but listen.
I'm not interested. If you say anything that really offends me...
If you say anything that really offends me, speaking of Clarissa Shields, now they're supposed to be a grown man.
Then come up and say it to me directly, and then we'll deal with it. Come up and say it to me directly, and then we'll deal with it. Anything that really offends me, then come up and say it to me directly.
You say something, you want to say something that really offends me, then come up and say it to me. And the accent is so thick. I'm not quite sure what he said. He sounds like he has a mouthful of socks. At any rate, that's almost like a threat. It's almost like a threat. What a punk. So one more time. But this is how they treat black women across the planet. If this would have been some black man saying this about Savannah Marshall, if it'd been one of the black coaches saying this about Savannah Marshall, then there would be an uproar and threats of lawsuits and everything else.
Anything that really offends me, then come up and say it to me directly, and then we'll deal with it. I'm able-bodied, I'm a fit man, so if anybody's got anything to really say...
I'm able-bodied, I'm a fit man. Speaking about a female.
If anybody's got anything to really say to me, I'm happy, whatever you want to do about it. So let's just move on from there.
Whatever you want to do about it. Wow, issuing a challenge to a female boxer. What a punk! This is this is the type of slime that our people have to deal with on a regular basis, and but we don't we don't have any type of protections here in this country, and obviously there's nothing going on over there either. Um, this is the type of foolishness that has to be dealt with all of the time.
But the thing is, what she's trying to say is respect all fighters. Well, that's silly. Because horse respects all fighters. I've got April in my gym. She's coming through, but they're not on.
So it's foolish to respect all fighters.
This level. So what you really do?
I really don't care what he's saying at this point. What I wanted you to hear was that it was basically a threat to, and I'll call it it's a type of a threat. You want to issue a challenge to a female. I find that to be very, very bizarre and disconcerting at the very least. But there you go. There are the Furies. They're so honorable. Okay, so they're again, because Clarissa Shields is outspoken. She's again being they're going to disrupt her. It's the old FBI tricks. They'll disrupt her her career. As a professional boxer, and of course, like I said, they're going to discredit her, and I'm sure they won't go to the length of disposing of her, although they'd like to. But the point is, she's being set up to be handled in a very bad way, or so it appears.
We got it tomorrow, but I had a very entertaining press conference 4 weeks ago. I remember you saying to us then that you felt like she's a...
Now, this fool is going to... Now they're accusing her of being a bully. Now, we're talking about professional fighters here. And this trick, yeah, I said trick. This trick is accusing her of being a bully, and well, you'll hear what she says. She continues to make little snide, nasty statements that don't have anything to do with the fight.
We got it tomorrow, but I had a very entertaining press conference 4 weeks ago. I remember you saying to us then that you felt like she's a bully. She's a bully. When we spoke to her,
She's a bully.
I'm gonna say what I feel, but I'm not a bully. Is she a bully?
Yeah, look, you could say she probably intimidated 50% of people in this room. I think a lot of people have had allocations with her. A lot of people's opinions, and she just started.
She's probably intimidated 50% of the people in this room. You understand the games these racists play, and these people are racist because they'll do everything in their power, and they will conspire to do something very wicked against Shields, if at all possible.
A lot of people's opinions, and she just started on Peter because Peter's had an opinion. She just can't handle it. She's a bully. She's got a bully mentality. That is her.
She's a bully. She has a bully mentality. That is her. Who does this whore think she is?
Elizabeth belt on the line as well. Another belt. Listen, I've lost count how many belts are on the line on Saturday night, but there's a fair few, and I'm sure you want to get this, especially the Elizabeth around yourself, strap around yourself as well.
Very, very nice. And Elizabeth wasn't a flyer either, so that won't be going back on America.
It's nice.
Now, listen to what she says.
Killer as well.
It's nice, yeah, it's really nice. It's one of a kind.
Absolutely. Going back to Saturday night, is this fight going to go the distance?
Look, points, TKO, KO.
Is the fight going to go the distance? So she mentions TKO, KO.
I'll do anything possible to get that win.
Let's play that again.
TKO, KO. I'll do anything possible to get that win.
I'll do anything possible to get that win.
KO. I'll do anything possible to get that win. TKO, KO. I'll do anything possible to get that win. Look, points, TKO, KO. I'll do anything possible to get that win.
Are we going to see some impressions tomorrow?
Maybe. Hey, I'm on this belt. See that?
There we go. So, more mockings. But the important thing is, I'll do anything possible to get that win. And they firmly believe in doing everything and anything possible. They don't care what it is. Let's continue with this campaign to discredit Clarissa Shields.
It made sense because she's the one who said something.
As well as to demonize her. Listen to this. This is unbelievable now. Now we have rumors that Marshall has stated that they slept together. So this is where it's going now. Listen to this.
I thought I might have been hearing it
Now this heifer went to Marshall with these same questions. And I want you all to look at this.
incorrectly. So I asked her, and I was trying to be low key about it. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to go around it.
Yeah,
But I
low
was
key.
like, was there ever any history, like relationship history between you two? And she's like, no. So you look confused. I'm trying to see where you going with this. Okay. You're trying. I'm gonna let you listen to this, okay? And I want you to not only listen to it, but I want you to read what the captions say.
Now, what does this have to do with the fight?
Now, you have to understand, I had to listen to this 3 times because I swore I was tripping. Are you ready? Okay, hold on. Here, you can hold the mic.
You got Tyson Fury running around training in underwear half the time, like some kind of an animal. Trying to look at other men's privates and all this, and nobody's questioning Tyson Fury. But somehow we have this mess that's coming up.
You're nothing. I was on mute. Press on mute. Okay.
She's so stupid it was on mute.
Huh?
So you're not going to be able to hear this. I can't hear it.
So part of the highlights for me.
They couldn't even hear it. They can't even hear what's being stated. But I want you to just look at the reactions.
What's the point? So you gotta understand. When we're listening to this, the comments were like, "Are we seriously hearing what we think we're hearing?" But then Savannah was like, "No." But then you were like, "It bleeps the word what it appeared to be sex." I don't even know what that is, to be honest with you. Like, I was listening to it, I'm like, I think she was listening to it at least 6 times, I swear to God. Did somebody, edit that and put different sentences together? One, we never talked about anything about sex or sexual orientation. Don't like each other for sure. That's why I was like, is there some conversation? Because it was like sex, and it was like, I never gave you attention. And it was like, what? I don't know what that is. That was literally just released footage, and I thought I was tripping, so I had to add. They're just stirring the pot because maybe they edited something together, maybe they chopped it up. You know how they do with these videos now, but. Yeah, okay, all right. Well, I thought I would mention that because I mentioned. Wait, I don't know what that is, but me and Marshall only want to fight each other in the ring. Nothing. We're gonna clear the air because the comments were going pretty fire under that clip. They need to take that clip down.
I believe if it's not true.
Well, anyways, back to this weekend.
If it's not true, what truly needs to happen is a lawsuit. A lawsuit is what should follow if that's not true. Who knows if it's true? It's not part of the fight, doesn't matter. But my whole point is this. These are the things that are going on. A lot of it is because of the fact that she's outspoken. She tells the truth. She's unapologetically black. That's very hated here and apparently there as well. everybody is free to say what they want to say about her physical characteristics, which are beautiful. If not, then why are certain people around this planet getting their hands on melanin? And where are they getting said melanin from? And why are they doing what they do with that melanin to get dark like our people? But at the same time, insulting and hating our people and using derogatory terms against our people. Why are they going to get their lips injected with collagen? And you could ask certain questions about why some of our people are doing some silly things due to self-hate, unfortunate result and unfortunate a byproduct of slavery. See, things get in the DNA and get passed down, so you have to retrain the mind, relearn and understand what's going on to deal with some of these things. However, these people inherited a sickness from their forefathers, an animalistic type attitude in many cases, and a lack of compassion, a lack of empathy, among other things. So there's a lot to be worked on in that regard. At any rate, we have the Canelo problem that people are all upset about. We have the problem with her saying that he needs to fight, Mexican fighters and black fighters too. We have a problem with her saying Savannah Marshall wants to be her, since Savannah Marshall keeps talking about her physical characteristics, which are obviously characteristics of my people. Yeah, I wonder, had Clarissa Shields said anything about her characteristics? Perhaps spoken about the hair, that some people equate to dog hair. If they when they're being very expressive, had she said something like that or whatever, would that be acceptable or would it be unacceptable? I don't know. I'm just throwing the question out there. But so she's a bully now. They've got her sleeping with her opponent. She's a bully. She countered a statement that was made by Peter Fury, and he more or less threatened her, but he at the very least challenged her to say it to his face because he's a fit man. And, if somebody wants to say something to him, they should say it to his face. What a dog. I'd love to say it to his face. I'd love to say it to his face. But at any rate, these are the things that are going on right now. So can she get a fair fight? Will she get a fair fight? Or will there be a heap of skullduggery involved in this upcoming fight, which is going to be happening in really just a few hours? That's the question. Can Clarissa Shields get a fight? Is Savannah Marshall going to somehow cheat, do something illegal to win this fight? Is the referee going to be on her side? Are the judges going to be on her side? Is there going to be something with the gloves? Is there going to be something in the water? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I'm just throwing things out there because all of these things have been known to happen. I just don't want the girl to go into the enemy's camp and get caught up. So we're going to have to see what's going on. And the fact that Savannah Marshall is trying to reverse the whole racism thing is just beyond, it's beyond laughable. This is what those kind of people will typically do. They will try to, mess with the most loving people on the planet, people who have existed with the oppressor without doing what to us is the unthinkable, but what to them is just casual. Casual things for them is wiping out entire societies. But then, that's another story too. So can she get a fair fight? That's the question. And why are they trying to make her out to be a bully, which is another racial stereotype? loud and aggressive, another stereotype. Why are they trying to make her out to be basically a sexual deviant? And again, we can't prove or disprove any of that. But the point is, why was it even brought up, and why would they bringing that to them in these interviews? I don't know. I don't know. When it comes to our people, we sure have a lot to deal with when it comes to really anything anything we do, be it in the workplace or uh, at a sporting event, a restaurant, whatever. It doesn't matter. There's always something that that we're going to have to deal with. It usually will go back to race, and that's enough of that. So, will she get the fair fight? Will she get the fair fight? And we'll find out in just a little while. In just a little while, but I'm going to end it with
Albert Einstein believed in the intrinsic connectedness of all things.
more Joy
And that part
Diggery.
of our problem was living in an illusion of disconnect. And I believe that's true. And part of my moral footing, part of my values suggest that truthfulness is a foundation of all human virtue. America's pathology is our denial. It is what keeps us sick around the issue of race. When I was doing clinical work and therapy, the only rule I had, and I worked with every walk of life imaginable, all the people nobody wants to work with. I worked with for 25 years. And my only rule to any people that stood in front of me was tell me the truth. Because if you cannot tell me the truth, then we cannot trust each other. And if we cannot trust each other, then we cannot have a relationship. And if we don't have a relationship, we have nothing. My only rule, tell the truth. And we need to tell the children the truth in particular. So the first thing we have to look at in terms of the truth is understanding that the majority of the world is a world of color. The notion of minority, it's just nuts. Because the reality is, majority of the world is a world of color. The problem is we're beginning to see that, and that's getting people all twisted.
Thank you, Dr. DeGrew. Thank you for that. This is Countershot. Peace.